Vitamin D is a crucial one that acts like a hormone in your body. Your skin makes it when you're in the sun, and it's in foods like fish and dairy. But sometimes we don't get enough. Not having enough vitamin D can cause problems, making you feel tired, pale, and affecting your hair and skin. Today we will discuss what vitamin D is crucial, what signs show a deficiency, how serious is the problem, and what can you do to get more of it. Keep watching to find out. Now let's take a look at some common symptoms of a vitamin D deficiency. Your bones often ache. As you age, it's quite normal to have sore joints and achy bones. However, persistent bone pain might be a signal of a vitamin D deficiency. While you've likely heard about the importance of calcium for strong bones, it can't do much on its own without the assistance of vitamin D. Without enough vitamin D, your bones can't absorb the necessary calcium to build healthy bone tissue, leading to weakened bones, a condition known as osteomalacia. This bone sensitivity can increase the risk of fractures and bone diseases like osteoporosis. You sweat excessively. Of course, sweating is a totally normal thing, especially if you've just taken a long run or it's a particularly hot day. Sweating, it seems a little excessive or not, brought on by anything particularly obvious, however, can be a sign that you're lacking vitamin D. If you notice that you're sweating excessively, even if it's not that hot out, you may want to ask your doctor about it. As for any new parents out there, it's worth noting that infants who sweat excessively are often suspected of having a vitamin D deficiency. You get sick all the time. If you've been hit by your fourth or fifth virus this year, it might be because your immune system isn't working well due to a lack of vitamin D. A study from 2011 by a doctor, Cynthia Aronow at the Feinstein Institute for Medical Research, showed that vitamin D does more than just help with bones. It actually helps immune system cells function better. Dr. Aronow even thinks that people with autoimmune diseases could benefit from vitamin D treatment. So when cold and flu season rolls around, make sure you have plenty of vitamin D in your system to help your immune system stay strong. You have muscle pain. Have you ever felt that your muscles stay sore for a long time after a workout? It's normal for muscles to take some time to heal because exercise creates tiny tears in the muscle fibers. However, if your muscles seem to get sore too easily and for extended periods, it might be due to a lack of vitamin D, insufficient vitamin D. Insufficient vitamin D not only causes discomfort in bones and muscles, but can also lead to widespread chronic pain in the body. This condition is known as fibromyalgia and can make life quite challenging for those who experience it. When you get cuts or bruises, they take forever to heal. Have you ever wondered why your cuts and injuries seem to take longer to heal compared to others? Well, there could be a couple of factors contributing to this phenomenon. Firstly, if you're a smoker, the reduced oxygen levels resulting from this habit can significantly slow down the natural healing process. Another crucial element to consider is the presence of vitamin D in your body. Surprisingly, the lack of this essential vitamin might be playing a role in the delayed healing of wounds. For individuals with diabetes, the concern about slow wound healing becomes even more significant. In such cases, it becomes essential to pay attention to your vitamin D levels, according to experts like Dr. Nancy Munoz, a specialist in clinical nutrition. Vitamin D can exert a positive influence on blood and cholesterol levels, which are often challenging for people dealing with diabetes. Monitoring and maintaining adequate levels of vitamin D can prove to be crucial, not only for promoting faster wound healing, but also for overall health in individuals with diabetes. So, keeping a vigilant eye on your vitamin D levels can contribute significantly to your overall well-being. You can't seem to stay energized. It's 4 in the afternoon, and you may be struggling to have the energy to get up from your desk and feeling like you want to shut your eyes. Does this scenario ring similar to you? Feeling exhausted all the time might have several causes, but one of them could be a vitamin D deficiency. This could be the result of staying up late the night before. See a doctor if you have extremely high levels of weariness on a daily basis and are unable to resolve the issue. Coffee may be delicious and energizing, but relying on it constantly might not be the greatest course of action in the long run. You can't shake the feeling of sadness. Depression is a serious issue, and for many people dealing with it, things like loss of appetite, tiredness, and even physical pain are common. Surprisingly, vitamin D plays a significant role in this. Vitamin D is special because it acts as both a vitamin and a hormone. When we get it from the sun or our diet, it releases chemicals in the brain like dopamine and serotonin, affecting how our brain functions. Scientists have found that vitamin D is present on cells in areas linked to depression. So if you're struggling with depression or anxiety, taking vitamin D might help. Keep in mind though, that depression has various causes and everyone's situation is unique. If you're facing depression or anxiety, it's a good idea to talk to your doctor about the possibility of a lack of vitamin D. You notice more hair falling out of your head than usual. Every day, people typically lose around 50 to 100 hairs from their head. It may sound alarming, but it's normal. However, if you're low on vitamin D, you might experience even more hair loss, enough for you to notice that something is wrong. Some treatments for hair loss include vitamin D, but it's important to know that factors like genetics and other health conditions could also be causing the issue. If you're dealing with an unusual amount of hair loss, it's a good idea to talk to your doctor to figure out the real cause. Alright, now you know what to look for in terms of vitamin D deficiency. But how can you increase your intake and keep your body from experiencing another vitamin D deficit later on? Well, one excellent place to start is with foods high in vitamin D. Vitamin D containing foods include orange juice, soy milk, cheese, egg yolks, oysters, shrimp, and fatty fish like salmon, herring, and sardine. Spending time outside can help you obtain vitamin D in addition to increasing your intake of those foods. The Arthritis Foundation states that you may help restore your vitamin D levels by being outside for 10 to 15 minutes every other day. You may increase your vitamin D intake even if you just sit near an open window. Make sure to wear protective clothes and sunscreen when you go outside, and be aware of the risks of getting too much sun. Taking a vitamin D supplement is an easy way to get more of this vitamin. However, don't try to diagnose yourself, even if you have some of the symptoms listed. Always talk to your doctor before taking any vitamin supplements, even if you think you need more vitamin D. Even though it's called a vitamin, too much vitamin D can be harmful. Remember the saying, too much of a good thing? It's true for vitamin D too. While vitamin D overdose is rare, it can happen, so be careful about how much you take. Symptoms of an overdose can include nausea, constipation, and confusion. Balance is important in life, just like in many things. Do you think you might not be getting enough vitamin D? Share your symptoms in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends.